I'm Sydney Miller from Hawaii, and you're watching College Volleyball Weekly. Let's go, Bows!
I'm Kendall Whitmarsh with Arizona State, and you're watching or listening to College Volleyball Weekly. Sports up!
Good day, everyone, and welcome to College Volleyball Weekly Beach Top 10-ish, which is actually probably going to be transitioning sooner rather than later to the Beach Blast or Sand Blast. I'm going back and forth with the name, but on screen with me tonight, a very familiar face to College Volleyball Weekly. I don't want to say former contributor, because once a contributor, always a contributor. Kelly Belardi of Stanford. The trees are in the house. Well, a tree at least. So good to see you back, Kelly.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited to talk about everything volleyball.
Well, I'm going to start with this segment here because I know last week when Sydney was on, we recognized some people and their milestone achievements, and I may have left one or two out. So I've got to make up for it.
Okay, make
But
up for it.
yeah, in the 75 win category from Cal Poly, Logan Walter, Julie Westby, and Ashley Adams. 80 wins, Audrey Koenig of Florida State. Then you start entering, oh, and Skylar Ensign of Tulane. Then you go into the 100 win club. That's Annalena or Alina Camilla of TCU getting her 100th win. Alexis Durish of Florida State also getting 100 wins. Ella Connor, Cal Poly. And of course, we all know Taylor Haganaw and Malia Gimentera both getting 100 wins, but just getting her 100th win last weekend, and I can't
Woo!
say enough. I am so excited. None other than Kelly Belardi of Stanford. So, how was the road to getting to the century mark in the win column?
I mean, honestly, I feel like genuinely feel like I have the best team, and everyone that I've played with has contributed to me obviously getting that milestone. I'm just grateful for my partners and my team. Definitely would not be here without them. So it was super exciting. It was super cute too. I didn't know, I knew I was close, but I didn't know when it would be the 100th one. I kind of knew it was going to be that weekend, but I was like, I got to win my games, hopefully. And they all had balloons. It was super cute. So just feeling super thankful, honestly.
They were betting on you this weekend, apparently.
They were like, she's got to get it or else these balloons have to go in the trash.
Or Amazon Prime better deliver a lot quicker.
Yeah, seriously.
The speedier rate. Well, I mean, in getting there, I mean, you've played. I recall you going back as far as the fours, moving up to the threes. You've been all over the place technically.
Yeah, I played freshman year on the fours, and then sophomore year threes, junior year threes, and now I'm on the ones. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the ones and twos get a lot of credit because obviously they're the top flight. But I'm the biggest supporter of threes, fours, fives because I've been there, and honestly, those are the games that I feel those are the flights that win you duels. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to see myself and my progress move up in those flights. And still be able to get it done at that level. So it's been super cool. And I've had the best partners with whatever flight I've been on. So it feels good.
Oh, I'd love to just joke with you and put you on the spot. Who's your favorite partner? But I'm not going to do that to you because I know
Literally,
all
I
of them.
can't choose. I played with Ashley. She's literally my best friend. She's my roommate. And then sophomore year, I played with Chloe, great, another one of my best friends, great partner. And then junior year, I actually started off last year. Me and Avery started off playing at the threes together in Hawaii, I remember. And then I switched and I was playing with Shar, and then Ruby this year, and then Avery. So, I mean, I've been all over the place with a bunch of different partners, but everyone's been great. And so it's been fun being able to get the job done with a lot of different people.
I think Coach Andrew is saying, well, anyone I put with Kelly, they're going to win. So let's just drop someone in there, plug and play.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Well, I mean, what does it mean to you that Coach or Andrew has so much trust in where you've come from when you first got into the program to where you're at now? Because there definitely was a maturity process there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when I was a freshman and I entered the Stanford team, we were scraping to get into the top 20. I remember um, and so just seeing the progress of throughout the year, just getting better and better. Also with our recruiting classes, they just keep getting better and better. And it just shows the progress that our program has made. It's honestly really cool to see. Because I feel you have programs like USC, UCLA, they've always been good. Whereas for us, similar to Cal Poly, like TCU last year as well. Like we've just been climbing and getting better each year, which is super exciting. And honestly, credit to our coaches for sure.
Well, Andrew knows how to pick them because I remember when the OG College Volleyball Weekly contributor crew, Charlie Ekstrom, I had met at the CIF State Indoor Girls Championships
Oh
playing
wow.
for Point Loma. And I ended up interviewing her for the broadcast. I'm like, so where are you going to end up going? She's like, oh, I'm playing Stanford Beach. I'm like, oh, no way. And we just
Yeah.
developed a friendship there and uh, spin the clock forward a couple of years. I meet you at the Durango Fall Classic, and your indoor coach at Marymount happened to be a former classmate of mine back in the day, in Carrie Klein, Carrie Delson back in the day. And she's like,
Wait, I did not know that. I didn't know you guys were classmates.
they actually brought me into the gym to hit against her because they needed someone who could actually challenge her.
Oh my God,
A
that's
short
funny.
setter against Carrie and with the that Irvine High School Vaquero team before she ended up going to Pepperdine. So, but we go way back, and she
Wow.
goes, Rob, you got to watch my little setter over here. And she is referring to you.
That's
And
funny. No, yeah.
well, I mean, it
Sorry,
was
you go.
she. No, no, no. She was all excited about the talent you brought to the court and the leadership. And I mean, that's where you really caught my eye as a player. And then come to find out that you're going to be a beach commit at Stanford. I'm like, oh, good things coming Andrew's way for sure.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Carrie Klein, great leader, great program. I mean, our team was also very successful, which helped. But I honestly feel like a lot of my indoor experience definitely helps with like leadership on the beach, just like with intensity and being able to like be the captain of our team now and figure out what we need to do to like win games. I feel like I've been able to bring that to our team. But yeah, it's funny to look back on like the indoor days, Carrie Klein. I love it. It's good.
Well, you were also playing. You're primarily only playing Elite Beach for club.
Yeah.
Were you also part of Sunshine in that indoor, or were you a different club?
Yeah, I was a part of Sunshine. We won the national championship actually
Oh,
twice.
my bad, Carrie. Don't hold it against me.
Yeah,
Too
Carrie
much
will not
history.
like that. She's not gonna like that comment. No, our team was good. We were talented. Elia Rubin was on our team, and Carrie Keefe,
Yep.
who's also on the beach now for USC. Like we had a lot of talent on that team because we were also like we all went to school together. We all went to Marymount, and then we were all on the same club team as well. Carrie coached both of those teams, so
Well, I
that
just
was
remember
cool.
Marymount playing against Archbishop Mitty always in the final. It
Yeah,
seemed like, and
yeah,
uh, always classic throwdowns between the two teams. But
yeah.
watching your club game though develop and then go in at Stanford. I mean, although you'd mentioned that you're barely cracking the top 20, I remember Charlie's like, yes, we're at 18. And now it's like the expectation has been put so much higher on the program now. And is that something that you feel, I don't want to say pressure, but do you feel that mission running through the program and how has your team been able to really accept that mission?
I mean, honestly, at this point, it's like we have all the pieces. So for us, it's like we're confident, like we know we should be in the spot we're at right now, and we know we're good enough to like beat all the best teams. It's definitely a challenge every time we go out there. Like at this point, too, like every team we play is so good. Even playing like a team that's like barely in the top 20, like it's a tough duel every single time. And I think that is just cool to see how much beach volleyball has grown in general compared to even like my freshman year to where it is now. Like talent is like so spread out. Every team has good players. So that's been cool to see. But I feel like in terms of our team, just as progress, like I think when I was a freshman and the leaders that were on the team then, like Charlie and other people like that, set a really nice
Mhm.
foundation in terms of like team culture. Like I would say we have the best. I mean, I don't know other teams' team culture, obviously, but I think we have such a good team culture and idea of like playing for each other and because we just like love the game and we're just going to go out there and do the best we can, and we're lucky that at this point the best we can is really good.
Yeah, well, last year you had a history making squad, which was amazing. First ever MPSF Beach Volleyball Championship, and Stanford pulls off a few big upsets on the way to that final match and end up winning the whole thing. I mean, that has to show. I mean, you have to be proud of that accomplishment just from that year alone.
Oh, totally. I mean, I feel that's something we still talk about now of like we were definitely I mean, I'd say last year was I think that was the first time we would ever be like ranked number 2 overall. Now this year was the first time we'd ever been ranked 1 overall. But still, I feel like last year going into MPSF, we were considered a little bit of an underdog for sure still. So like being able to pull that off definitely gave us all confidence that like we know we're good enough to be able to win these tough duels.
Well, what Coach Andrew has been able to do with the rest of the coaching staff. I mean, he's brought some really good assistants in, as well as some solid talent. But they're not only from the U.S. He's brought some Canadians in. He's gone kind of worldwide. But how have you been able to get that team to be cohesive, work together, and especially when you have different cultures involved?
Totally. I mean, I feel like that just goes back to our culture and honestly, the people that Andrew recruits, like obviously are really good at volleyball, but I think one of the best things he does as a coach and as a recruiter is he recruits like people who have similar values. I mean, to go to Stanford, you have to be like locked in on school, also focused on volleyball. And also I think
Mm-hmm.
Andrew like visits each like recruit to like kind of meet their family, and he puts a lot of time and effort into actually like knowing who you are and seeing if you're a good
Mm-hmm.
fit for our program. And so everyone has been like awesome off the court, which I think makes us even better on the court and want to like work harder and practice for each other just because like everyone's genuinely like a great person. Like I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but like I'm obsessed with our team. Like they are my best friends and like everyone is awesome.
Well, just even talking to some of your teammates from last year off the court. I mean, yeah, I was looking back at the 2025 roster, like, oh, Taylor Wilson, solid, so fun, and such a great person to chat with.
Awesome.
On the court, fiery competitor, a lot like you, but I'm pretty sure zombie apocalypse. I'm hoping Taylor's in my camp. You know what I'm saying? Because she's that
For
gnarly on
sure.
the court.
No, she's gnarly. Totally.
But I mean that roster was pretty insane last year, and they were young on top of that. I mean, they were all basically sophomore.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
kind of the grandma, which is kind of weird, being
I
that.
know I'm so old now. I'm like, I can't believe this is my last season. Like, I can't believe I'm a senior. But honestly, I think having this season and being like, all right, this is my last season, and like, I feel so ready for it, considering like I have so much experience. Like when I look back on it, like I've been doing this now for like 3 years. This is my 4th year. Like I know how it is. I've been to Gulf Shores. We've done hard things, like win MPSF, and I feel like me and my other upperclassmen are able to kind of show like the younger teammates like what it's all about and kind of like how you want to be in those big moments, which is something also like I learned from my older teammates like Taylor and Charlie and people like that.
Yeah. Well, you've got I'd say a good mix of upper and lower classmen right now going into this season, which start off number one in weeks 1 and 2, and then you kind of disappeared. It didn't disappear. You dropped to the 2 spot for a few weeks, and now officially with a pull out right before we jumped on this call, back at number 1. What does that mean to your team right now, being that they've really had to go through some big wins because you have not had a powder puff schedule by any means?
Totally. I mean, honestly, we kind of take the rankings as like kind of like the fluff, like it's kind of outside information that isn't super relevant, but obviously it's so exciting to see that we're number 1. But also like going into the weekend, going into Texas, we were like, this is going to be tough. Like we play Texas, we play LSU, we play other ranked teams that are hard and difficult. And so we knew we were going to have to play well. And it was also really nice because we were on spring break, so we didn't have to worry about school,
Mm-hmm.
which I think helped us maybe a little bit. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just this ranking, I guess, of us being number 1 is just a good representative of like how well we did last week and how much potential we have going forward as well.
Well, I mean, those early losses were to USC, UCLA in Hawaii, and everyone knows that basically is the tournament that gets everyone into the gates of hell, so to speak, like trial
Yeah.
by fire,
Yeah.
because it's basically all top 8 teams battling on the beaches there, and everyone is upset minded. And
Yeah.
I,
No,
and
it's
you have
true.
all this energy to kick off the
Yeah.
season too.
And you have like lineups, like they switch throughout the year. It's like you never play the same team, I feel like. So this weekend is going to be really exciting. It is going to be quite a weekend. We play USC, UCLA, Long Beach, and Cal Poly. So it's going to be another tough weekend for us, but we're excited.
Oh, incredible. Well, I didn't want to jump too far ahead because I'm actually going to see you this weekend at that same tournament.
Oh, you're
So,
gonna be there.
yeah,
Nice.
I am there as media. I'm not going to be on the mic, so I'll be getting good content, and I will be speaking to you and Avery for sure. So,
Nice.
but this, you're in Texas this last weekend. First time they've hosted the Texas Invitational. Number 12 LSU, number 6 Texas, number 16 Florida Atlantic, and number 17 North Florida. All wins, only dropped 2 dual points. But great measuring stick because Texas, one of the hot teams right now, most movement in the this week's poll. But what do you gather? Like, if you had to use this last weekend on the national thermometer for come postseason play?
Man, I mean, I feel like it's hard to speak on that just off of like one weekend, but I think it just shows like, I mean, Texas was 6 and they upset USC and UCLA. Like, that's pretty insane. Also in Hawaii, I know UCLA lost to Hawaii. Like, it goes back to like every team's good and you're never going to have just like an easy duel. And I feel like that's something we talk about a lot on our team. Like, also being ranked number 1, it's like we're definitely going to have a target on our back. So, like, no matter what game you play, even if you could be playing an unranked team, you have to go into it thinking this is going to be the hardest match you've ever played because it totally could be.
Yeah. Well, with Texas, well, actually, we'll get to the Texas bit when we talk about the other stuff. But pretty huge honor. I said it's a big week for not only Stanford but also you with your 100th win. But you and Avery named the AVCA Pair of the Week, and I know that you're a team player, but man, it's got to be awesome to get that honor. I mean, I can only imagine how
I mean,
stoked
totally. I'm definitely
all of you
super
were.
excited. I mean, I'm super excited that we got it, but also like our 4s and 5s also went undefeated. So like definitely it's a whole team effort when we're talking about it today. Like, obviously so honored that me and Avery got that award. It's incredible. We did have a really awesome weekend, which is awesome for us, but it goes back to like it actually does go back to the whole team because we wouldn't be pushed in practice without them. If we just won our games, our team could still lose the duel, but everyone is picking up their weight. So it was a great weekend for our team overall and exciting for me and Avery too.
Well, I mean, it wasn't an easy weekend by any means, but if you look at what Stanford's been doing over they've been winners of the last 8, I believe, last 9. And you mentioned going into this weekend, and now with the change, I have to change all the digital content I was making. Stanford at 1, UCLA 2,
Yep.
USC, I believe 4, and then Long Beach stays at 10. Cal Poly's right at 5. So, you know, it is going to be a crazy weekend in Laguna Beach. But
Yeah.
what kind of mindset do you go into this weekend with? Because realistically, there's only 2 more weeks left of the regular season.
That's crazy. I did not know that. But we were actually talking about it today. I mean, we have games tomorrow at home. We were kind of talking, it's like probably the most similar we'll get to like NCAAs until we get there because we play a game tomorrow and then we travel on Thursday and then we'll play super hard teams the next 2 days. And I feel like that's very similar to how it is at NCAAs. Um, so for us, we were kind of like just talking about like, how do we want to be going into those games, energy wise, focus wise, trying to just like hit things early on in the set that we think would be important to help us later in the games. So just things like that. But honestly, just doing a lot of work like mentally and just being excited to play. I mean, for me, it's my last year and I'm just like, I'm so grateful every time I get to go out and play because it's so fun and like this is a sport that I love to play. And so getting to do it against great competition too, like rather than being like, oh, like this is scary, we could lose. It's more of like, I'm so excited that I get to see how I do against these teams and like prove to myself that I'm able to beat these top teams.
Yeah. Well, everyone knew that with the expansion of the MPSF, obviously this last year, they've added San Jose State into the mix, LSU, and Texas to round out the MPSF conference of 10 teams. That tournament is going to be insanity.
Yeah. I mean, every weekend is insanity at this point because every team is good. Like Texas, even moving from like 6-3 because they beat UCLA and USC, I feel like was unexpected, and that's like such a testament of like how literally every team can have a good weekend, and it just really depends on like who's playing well at that time.
Yeah. Well, with how you mentioned your team's got a lot of talent, but it's mainly a youth thing at this point because everyone is junior. senior, and then you got a bunch of sophomores sprinkled into the mix there. But what kind of advice do you usually give, being that you are the grandma of the team and the senior leader?
Um, Honestly, I feel like I've been big this year on like preparation and making sure that we're the most confident in ourselves before the game, whether that's like being good about sports psych or in practice, being really focused in terms of like acting like it's a game. Because if you kind of like joke around in practice and are kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter if I lose to this team, then you're going to play like that. Like, I feel I'm a really strong believer in like you practice the way you play. So, like, the intensity and mindset that you have in practice is going to be something that goes into competition. And I think our team as a whole has done a really good job of like staying focused in practice. And honestly, I
Hmm.
feel like us being ranked number one, at least for me, it makes me like more excited to work hard because we want to like stay in that spot and we know we can do it. And we've just been proving that to ourselves time and time again. So I feel like preparation is a big thing. And then when we get to those right before the games, like right before Gulf Shores or right before this weekend, for example, it's like we've done all the
Hmm.
work. So now we can just go and show what we got, like try hard, go for balls, be aggressive. Um, and that's all you can do at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I'm trying to get your career record because I'm pretty sure you have an 80% win record, if not higher, which is pretty crazy. But I came across your
Wow.
history of pictures. I don't think you
Oh
changed over your
gosh.
years. If you go into the Stanford beach volleyball roster and go into the profile and picture, I'm like, oh, did she just put a different uniform on for each season? Is that it? 'Cause-
No, I definitely look a little different. I look older now, right? Yeah. I don't know.
well,
Maybe.
it fooled me. It's AI generated.
That's funny.
Well, so much good stuff happening for the Stanford program, and MPSF is again around the corner. But it's actually including this weekend. There's 3 weekends of regular season competition left, and you finish your senior weekend hosting a pretty decent sized event. It looks like in Stanford, um,
Yeah.
with Cal, the other Northern California teams. But um, I mean, I imagine your team is pretty much set on going to Gulf Shores at this point because it'd be hard not to say at the minimum you would get an at large. Is that fair to
Yeah, I
say?
mean, I would think so. I
I mean,
mean,
I'd
we
never.
better be going to. I think we're definitely going to Gulf Shores. I mean, knock on wood, but I think we've had enough wins at this. I mean, we still have to keep going, obviously, but
Yeah, you have enough
yeah,
statement wins and some
I
big
would say
wins, and
so. I would say so.
being at this point number one for 3 weeks, so the 9 week season is pretty darn good. So,
Yeah,
um, with that, there is some other teams that's something to talk about, and for all you listeners, viewers, Kelly is on last year and the year before that as a contributor and was focusing on the season this year, which obviously it's working. So if you, um,
it is.
but she's an incredible analyst. And I've told this to her. If you guys are in need of a volleyball analyst for beach or indoor, you gotta look Kelly's way. She knows the game. She's a nerd, and she
I'm a
has it
nerd.
all like right at her fingertips. It seems like. And that's why I
Thank
was
you.
so excited to have her on, but even more about when she said that I got to focus on this season. So I totally understand, but I mean, you're great breaking down stuff. Like I can imagine you in the film room when you're preparing for duels and matches. But I'm gonna have you do that here just because we're doing our top 10.
Yeah.
Who, in your opinion, are the top teams going into these final 3 weeks of the season?
I mean, obviously UCLA. Just I feel like kind of similar. A lot of depth. Very good players like Kenzie Brower. I played her all the time last year on the threes. She's now at the fives, which is a really strong player to be at the fives. So obviously, initially, I'm thinking UCLA, USC, Cal Poly, um, Texas. I mean, really good. Every time we play them, we're like, this is going to be a tough game. Um, yeah, I feel like those are the
Well,
top four I think of right now.
let's drop into some of the hot teams right now, specifically Florida State, because
Yeah,
what's one of
Florida
the teams
State.
that's I had, and I think it's just because I don't see as much of the coverage on this coast here, but I try to track it and get intentional in it. But they are on a 13 dual winning streak. They have a 22-1 overall record, and
Wow.
they've beaten TCU this last weekend, 3-2. It's tight, but they got it, and they're doing it with Audrey Koenig and Alexis Durish. And I know those are two names that you've seen pretty
Oh
regularly in
yeah.
your career. So, what do you
Yeah.
think of the Knowles?
Yeah, honestly, when I was just listing off those teams, I definitely should have said FSU as well because we don't play them ever. Um, which me
It's the
and my
first
team
year
were
they haven't come
talking.
west.
Yeah, or like I feel like we've usually played them. So we've just been following along kind of with like how they've been doing, which has been so awesome. But yeah, Audrey and Alexis, they went and won a like it's so funny for me to because like last year I did the whole like kind of pro circuit traveling around and playing beach volleyball in the summer. So I like did all the AVPs, did some FIVBs, and then I've been keeping up with like how people are doing in the FIVBs and the two challengers that happened. Both teams that won are from NCAA, which I was like, that's so awesome. It just shows the talent that's in college beach volleyball right now. Like everyone is so good. But Audrey and Alexis, I mean, they're a great pair. I did the USA training with them last summer. Super nice girls, also really good. They also have great coaches like Nick and Brooke are very good. So that's also definitely a team to look out for. Um, yeah, it's exciting for them. They're definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Well, it's like they kind of have snuck up on everyone else here because I think they were out of the conversation. Everyone was paying attention to this. You guys,
Yeah,
UCLA, USC, but right there on the East Coast, they were pretty much hammering people. So
yeah.
but coming out of the Big 12, and I need to correct a statement I made last week. I thought the Big 12 did not have an automatic berth with a tournament. I thought they had to rely on at-larges, but turns out they are having a conference tournament being hosted at Bear Down Beach in Arizona, and they will have an automatic berth starting this season. Um,
Oh, got it.
but
Nice.
then again, if that's the case, still have to have that at-large conversation, and teams need to get big wins because the MPSF eight, 9 teams deep. And so even though it,
Yeah, that's going to be interesting how they decide on that because there's so many good teams in the MPSF. Like that should be at Gulf Shores. So good luck to those people that have to decide that. I'm glad that's
there's
not what
definitely
I have to do.
there's going to be a good team that's going to get snubbed, and I feel bad,
Yeah,
but
that's too bad. That actually is disappointing because also like LSU, like I don't even know what they're ranked right now or what their record is. I think their record's like even, like maybe like 12-12 or something, or 13 and
yeah,
13.
oh
But
wow, look at that off the top of your head, 13-13 and ranked. Actually, this was
wow,
last week's poll at number 12. Funny you dropped a number 12 in there.
wow, wow. But they're
See, that's
like
how much
really,
Kelly knows. For all you looking for a volleyball analyst, Kelly
yeah.
Belardi.
I just knew it. But like a team like that, like I don't know, maybe if they don't do well in the MPSF tournament, they like maybe potentially won't get a bid. But like I think they're a really good team, and I remember when we played them in LA. I didn't have my best weekend. Our team, like I lost my game, but our team ended up beating the duel. But we only beat them 3-2. Like they're definitely a really strong program, and so like that would be disappointing if they don't get into the Gulf like NCAA's. But just goes back to like the depth in beach volleyball these days. It's nuts.
Yeah, I just feel like the way Russell coaches his team, they're going to upset someone here in these tail of
For
weeks here.
sure. For sure. I can see that coming too.
Yeah, don't be in the path of LSU. That's for sure. If you're in that,
Yeah. They're good.
um, the other team I wanted to talk about that I think you played this weekend. In fact, I think you made them so mad they ended up getting two big upsets after they played you guys. And I'm referring to Texas, who is at the highest they've ever been in the AVCA poll, number 3 this week. But Stanford, they handed them a 4-1 loss, and from there they just never looked back. They used that anger to take down
Yeah.
some big teams. So, what do you know about Texas?
I mean, Texas is a great program. Honestly, thanks to them, that's why we're number one because they beat UCLA, and so then they dropped. So thank you, Texas. Um, I don't know. Honestly, when I think about the Texas team, I have like a lot of friends on that team, so I'm initially like, I mean, I can't ever root for Texas, never rooting for Texas, but I do enjoy the girls on their team, so I like that. But they're super strong, and I feel like Stein obviously has so much experience being like a good coach. He's made that program so good. The twins that they have on the twos, I think, are so strong. They're the other team that ended up winning the challenger at the FIVB.
Yeah, the one in
They're
Mexico, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
so like they're really good. They're freshmen. I don't know where they're from, but I know they're international. And
So
then
there,
Katie Hash, yeah,
I just say it's Brecht Piersma playing at the ones with Katie Hashman.
Yeah.
And I think she
Yeah.
was supposed to be available last year, but had a red shirt. I don't know if it was an academic thing or, something transfer, but, coming in this year, I'm like, now I know why Stein was so excited that she could make the court because she has made such a big difference
Oh
at
yeah.
that
No,
ones.
she's really good. She's a great blocker. And like has a heavy arm. And Katie as well. I actually like practice in the summer a lot with Katie, which is funny because now we play each other all the time. But they're super strong. I mean, they beat UCLA's ones and USC's ones, which is super hard to do. So all credit goes to them. And then also just Texas with depth. Like overall, I feel like they switch. They're like threes, fours, fives a lot. Like a lot of people are rotating in and out, and they're kind
Hmm.
of, I think, trying to find the best fit right now. But whatever they're doing, it's working for them. And I think Stein obviously has done a really good job with that program.
Yeah, I've had the chance to work with him the last 3 seasons, flying out and seeing their duels and stuff, and seeing what he's been able to plug in. He's got such a deep well of talent on the bench.
Yeah,
They're all just
definitely.
they're battling to just get into play.
Yeah,
Watching their scrimmage, like Stein, these are your people on your bench.
yeah. No,
You're not
I
going to
know
have a
it's
problem.
crazy. Yeah, no, they're gonna be good for sure.
I think it was in a week, 2 weeks ago, Cal upset Texas 2-3, but I
Yeah,
realized a key matchup you actually pointed out were the Anna and Kachka Pavlikova that were playing in that Pro Beach Tours event in Mexico. And where did they lose the duel? Is at the 2 spot. And
yeah,
usually they are first, they're true freshmen. But if
yeah.
you
That's
watch
crazy.
them play, they are professional.
Yeah, they like are experienced for sure. They're really good. And Brext, I think I don't know how to say her name, Brext or Brett.
Piersma?
I don't know. Yeah,
Brecht Piersma.
she's also a freshman, which is
Yep.
like, super exciting for Texas. So they got a good thing going. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that because I'll be graduating, but they're going to be really good later on.
Yep. Well, the rest of the poll of this week, pretty not a whole lot of movement just because a bunch of teams are idle. But we come into a big weekend and we are talking about the best in the West, which I encourage if you're in Southern California, come on down to Laguna Beach. It's a great little tournament, great backdrop. Hoping the weather's gonna be nice. A little overcast right now, but that never stopped anyone down there. It's such a great scene. And again,
Yeah.
you get number one Stanford, number two UCLA, number four USC. You've got Cal Poly and Long Beach State of the Big West. So um, there's going to be, I imagine, a lot of the teams are settled in where they're at their pairs. I haven't seen too many changes in the last 2 weeks. If it was, it's because, for
Yeah,
instance, the Twins from Texas that were playing internationally.
yeah, I would say with USC though, you kind of like never know. I mean, maybe they've settled in now. I haven't really been up to date with the recent lineup, but I feel like they're always switching something. And they also have a lot of talent of people that aren't playing that were maybe playing last year, things like that. But yeah, they're really good. Their ones and twos I know flip a lot as well. So I have no idea who I'm going to end up playing, but I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to look too far down the line, but I'm looking at Stanford's remaining schedule for 2026, and holy cannoli. So after this weekend, you've got all the top teams, at least the top five, like a good sample of it. And then you venture on into the Center of Effort Challenge.
Yeah.
Just USC, just LMU, TCU, and then Cal Poly again.
Yep, we're just playing all the hard teams. Honestly, I like that though. It's going to get us prepared for NCAA's and MPSF. So I'm all in support of that. But it's definitely going to be challenging.
Yeah. Well, then you close out the season with your senior weekend, uh, the Stanford West Coast Classic, Cal Poly, Cal, Pepperdine, and San Jose State. So, uh, I mean, it's still a lot of volleyball to be played, but being that you're, we'll say, three-fourths the way this season, you know, does I guess your physical shape matter at this point? Like, are you in a good rhythm to play through these long? It seems like they're longer weekends of duels. Two per day,
Yeah.
and they're not easy duels.
Yeah. Um, that's actually funny you bring that up. Someone asked me today, do you think like you've gotten like more tired your freshman like now that I'm a senior compared to my freshman year, like do I get more tired after I play duels and I was or play like a team, then have to get ready to play like another team next? And I was like, honestly, I feel like the best I've ever felt personally. I think my team maybe would say the same. I feel like we did a lot of conditioning, strength training, like preseason. We knew that was going to be important for us. And that's also another tangible thing that we can do on our own that isn't related to the game that can help us end up winning those tight games. So I would say we're pretty set in that department, but it's definitely a lot of, I would say the most important thing with like playing teams same day, like 2 teams in one day and then going back again the next day, is having like a good mental reset. And like maybe if you lose a game, being able to bounce back and kind of like figure it out from there. So I'd say at this point, a lot of it is just mental.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to see what happens in these next 3 weeks, Kelly. And again, congratulations on the 100th win, the pair of the week, and coming back to the number one. Even though we all know polls don't matter. I mean, on the
Yeah.
men's side, they're like, we don't care. It's like we know we have to play in the
Yeah,
tournament, so that's where it matters. So,
totally.
but still,
Exactly.
it's just other people recognizing that you guys are on the upward trend, and Coach Andrew Fuller and staff do an incredible job, as well as your athletes and your teammates, because it's definitely one of the teams I follow just because from my connections with Charlie. I'm like, oh, I like Andrew. I like watching the girls and seeing who he's brought in. And now getting old, I now know some of the younger players who haven't suited up this year, but running into their moms like, hey, my daughter's going to Stanford. I'm like, what? So
Yeah.
Taylor Ponchak.
I love her. She's the best. She's great. Our team's awesome. I'm telling you, it's great.
Well, Kelly, I appreciate you jumping on. I know you got a very busy schedule and a lot to prepare for these upcoming weeks. But again, Kelly and her now number one ranked Stanford Cardinal team will be this weekend, Laguna Beach, April 3rd and 4th. Main Beach in the Best in the West. Check out their Instagram, or there is a website, Best in the West Volleyball. And they have a few special events coming on there. On the night before Thursday, they've got a free screening of the Cal Poly's journey, a documentary to the NCAA championships last year. So, but
Cool.
Kelly, I will always have you on. And if there's a way I could get you on a broadcast, indoor or beach, love to work that with you, because I'm telling you, people, she's got the volley IQ to do it and the personality. So, Kelly, I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to seeing you this weekend.
Me too. I'm excited. I'll see you then.
Thanks for listening to College Volleyball Weekly. Be sure to follow Rob Aspero at the Rob on the Mic on Instagram and at Rob on the Mic on Twitter.